Hi everyone, this is Itlali from the Mexica Movement, and we want to invite you to join us in our protest against Columbus and white supremacy on Saturday, October 12, 2013. We are going to start our protest at the Placita Olvera at 11 a.m. and at 12 p.m. we will start walking or marching over to the Cathedral and also protesting the Cathedral for its participation and silence in the last 521 years of genocide against our people. At 1 o'clock, we will march back to the Placita Olvera and we will meet at the lawn at 1 o'clock, and we will be at the lawn, which is Alameda Street and Los Angeles Street. The protest will go up until 2 p.m. This protest will be peaceful. This protest will be serious. This protest will go to show the whole wide world that we are still here as Indigenous people. This protest is also to launch that campaign against the American Latino Museum. We want to let them know at that planning committee that we are Indigenous people, that we do not approve of being called Latino, that we Mexicans, Central Americans, South Americans make up over 80% of the so-called Latinos in the United States as a whole. So for our protest, we are making our stand and we are taking our stand and we are making our voices heard, stating that October 12th is not a day to celebrate like they do in Mexico, calling it Dia de la Raza. It is not a day to celebrate or commemorate Columbus. It is a day of resistance. It is a day to remember that 95% of our population was killed by Europeans, by the biggest genocide in the history of the world. It is a day for us to let the American Latino Museum know that we are going to boycott them. We've read the report that is available online, and it completely negates any history, any truth in the telling of our history as Indigenous people of the Western Hemisphere. It only emphasizes the last 521 years on this continent through the perspective of the Spanish-speaking European. It is an emphasis and glamorization of the Spanish-speaking European on our continent. We as Mexicans, Central Americans, Native Americans, South Americans, we are not Spanish, we are not European, we are not part of the European culture. The European culture has been imposing itself on our people for the last 521 years. Please join us in this peaceful protest. We will be providing signs. We ask that you please bring water and please come in peace, because this is a peaceful protest to let the world know that we are Indigenous people, that we are not white people, that we are victims of the world's biggest genocide, and that white supremacy is the system that governs and that completely nurtures this system of racism and genocide against the Indigenous people. White supremacy is a worldwide issue, and we as Indigenous people are the very first victims that it pertained to on the Western Hemisphere. Join us in solidarity this Saturday, October 12, 2013. At the Placita Olvera, which we'll be there from 11 a.m. 12 p.m. we start the march over to the Cathedral. 1 p.m. we come back to Placita Olvera at the lawn on Los Angeles and Alameda Street. Please join us in solidarity with the Mexica Movement Saturday, October 12, 2013, 11 a.m. at Placita Olvera. Hope to see you there. Thank you.